You know what? Everyone was asking about Altair merch, right? You better go to the website right now before you're too late. Today I'm reacting to Joe Rogan's watch collection. I don't spend much time on the interweb, right? But I've watched a good bit of Joe Rogan's stuff, like the thing he done with Elon Musk. My boy.
I'm here with the winner, Derek Lewis. Derek, why'd you take your pants off?
My balls was hot.
Bro, I know how you feel. I always just take my pants off and I always have sweaty balls. You know what? That's class. This is the Rolex Sea Dweller Deep Sea James Cameron. Reference number 116660. 3 sixes. It's a f***ing Satan watch. Unbelievable dial. You know the story behind this dial. There's a black dial that has absolutely no story. And there's this blue dial, which has a story. Rolex only participates in record-breaking first-time ever events. For example, the first ever waterproof watch in 1926 with Mercedes glides, the Rolex Explorer, the exploration of Mount Everest. But also in 2012, when a team of people, together with National Geographic and James Cameron, went to the deepest part of the ocean. You take a guess how deep that was?
3 miles?
Not even close. You can put the Mount Everest in that hole, and then you still have like 3 miles left. 35,000 feet, 7 miles, 11 kilometers. I wouldn't be able to walk that. And to commemorate this event, Rolex in 2014 introduced the blue dial. And as you can see, it goes from light blue to really dark. And that is to commemorate the darkness of the deepest part of the ocean. Worth between $15,000 and $16,000. Not a bad start. I have the feeling that Joe Rogan is as small, as short as me. Short, round man without hair. I'm not going bald. For no likes. I'm going bald. Like, it's not happening.
You sure?
Yes.
Even 100,000?
We've never had 100,000 likes on any video, nor do I think we will hit 100,000 likes on this video. So if you can get 100,000 likes on a video, I'll go bald.
like proper polished head polish?
Yeah, proper head polish.
I'm here with the champ!
That's actually quite class, let me see. That's a no-date Submariner. I can't really see which exact reference number this is, but this could be the 114060 or the 124060. So either the 40mm Rolex Submariner or the 41mm Rolex Submariner. If it was the Rolex Submariner reference number 114060, it would have been worth between $12,500 and $13,000. If it is the Rolex Submariner 41, the newer version, it would have been worth between $13,500 and $14,000. I can't see it, who knows? It's a class watch.
Like this watch right here, this is a Casio.
Okay.
It's called a ProTech.
We're starting off well. That's Gautier.
Like there's the self-winding watches where you know it's just got a weight in the watch, and as you move your wrist, the weight moves from one side to the other.
Oh, this is Elon, your man, Elon Musk.
I have a Rolex that my friend Lorenzo gave me, and I brought it to the watch store. I said, this thing's always fast. After a couple months, it's like 5 minutes fast. They go, yeah.
Really?
It's just what it does. I go, so you're telling me that it just is always going to be fast? They're like, yeah. It's just like every few months you gotta like reset it.
That's not completely and entirely correct. Every single Rolex that rolls out of the Rolex factory has a precision certification. A Rolex movement has to be accurate for 2 seconds fast or 2 seconds slow each single day. It can therefore only lose 2 seconds or win 2 seconds a day. So if it is 5 minutes fast after a month, something is not really going well. It just needs a service. This is the Rolex Yachtmaster, reference number 116622, a watch that first saw its daylight in 1999. You know what the cool thing about this watch is? Dial is made out of platinum. The bezel is made out of platinum and steel. Class. 40mm, absolutely class. This watch and this variation is discontinued. They only make this watch nowadays with a blue and with a rhodium dial. And I really love that. It's class. The exact watch that Joe is wearing is worth between $12,000 and $14,000 depending on the condition. You want to hear another funny fact? Every Rolex that has a reference number that ends with a 9 is made out of which metal?
Steel, white gold, platinum.
You're just guessing! Every single Rolex reference number that ends with a 9 is white gold. Another one for you. Every single reference number that ends with an 8. What metal is that watch made of?
Yellow gold.
Well done. This is the white gold Rolex Daytona, absolutely class, with the Arabic numerals. A watch that I don't really see that often. I think it's very, very cool. The value of this white gold Rolex Daytona sits between $40,000 and $45,000. It only really increased the last year with about 20%. Before that, This was the least sought after at Rolex Daytona. This video is sponsored by IFL Watches. IFL supplies the coolest watch accessories and the coolest G-Shocks in the world. A cool army watch box when you're in the army and want to put your watch in a box. Look at that! IFL Watches just launched their Black Week offers. It's the best sale of the entire year. Get yourself a unique camouflaged watch box or watch roll in the same design, or buy 2 God tier G-Shocks and get a God tier discount. I mean, it's f***ing class. Get your watch accessories now and save up to 60%. Thank you so much, IFL Watches, for making this video possible. First link in the description. Oh, look at that. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That's Connor. It's really, really tough to see the exact version of this watch. This is for sure a Breitling Super Ocean. What you see here is most likely reference number AB 2010 or AB 2020. Either way, the watch will be worth between $3,000 and $4,000. But you know what? I'm just gonna say it. The original Breitling Super Ocean is potentially my most favorite dive watch ever created. I'm actually saying this. I'm gonna get slapped in the I'm gonna get slapped in my wee arsehole, which is still a virgin. The Breitling Super Ocean was first introduced in 1957 with the reference number 1004. Unbelievable watch. It's one of the nicest dive watches ever created. To commemorate the 50th anniversary of the Breitling Super Ocean in 2007, Breitling introduced the Super Ocean Heritage. Cool watch with a cool history. Listen mate, this is horrible. 44mm of steel. Joe is another dive watch. I think Joe is a secret diver. This is the Panerai Luminor Submersible PUM 024. PUM, PUM, PUM. It's horrible. And I have absolutely nothing else to say about this watch. The Panerai Radiomir! I have something to show you. I'm gonna blow your mind. Hope you're ready for it. What do you think this watch is inspired by?
It looks like that old Rolex you have.
So you do listen to what I say sometimes. This watch is actually inspired on a Rolex. See that shape? This watch dates back at 1921 and look at that. Back in the day, Rolex supplied the movements for Panerai. This watch is worth between $5,000 and $6,000. By the way, this watch is called the Black Seals.
You get a perfectly smooth sweep.
It is smooth.
It is.
How much is a watch like this worth?
Around 10.
Are you doing this on purpose, putting ground Seco there? Oh, it's such a smooth sweep. If that is your claim to fame, to have a really smooth sweep, go f yourself. My dick is smooth as well. Is that my claim to fame? I don't want to watch this clip. Yes, G-Shock, God tier, Modmaster, God tier. You can call my granny if she was still alive. Sit on it and that watch wouldn't break. And my granny was big, mate. She wouldn't have even a fit in that door. God rest her soul. Omega Seamaster James Bond. I owned that exact watch. This watch was so ridiculously light, it literally felt I was wearing nothing. A watch that was introduced for the new James Bond movie, what was it called?
No Time to Die.
Ah, No Time to Die, but he clearly had the time to die anyway. Incredible watch, incredible dial. You want to know the reference number? Please say no. You know that this reference number starts with like a million numbers. It's like a million numbers. It's mad, like 21090422001001001 something. It's mad. A really, really cool watch. It's worth between $8,500 and $10,000. Nice watch. I told you, mate, this guy loves dive watches. SLA 033 Psycho looks like it's been hit by a truck. What is this? I've never ever seen this. This actually looks quite cool. Tracer H3 Red Combat. Never heard of that. Looks cool, to be fair. I was on Joe Rogan's podcast yesterday. Joe took off his watch and gifted it to me.
Take this. That's yours now. That's an Omega. And that has a moon phase. You see
Really?
that moon in the bottom
can
of it?
keep this?
That's yours. That's yours.
You can't get this back because you just
No,
did it
it's
on
yours.
record. I
It's
love
yours,
it,
man.
Joe,
What is
thank
this?
you so much.
Fair play, dude. That is unbelievable. Fair play to Joe. Fair play to Lex. Where the f is my watch? When can I come on your podcast? How the f do we make this possible that I can sit there and that podcast? How can we do that? Because everything in this life is possible.
What will you do?
I will shave my head. I will go like Joe Rogan. That is goals, mate. Joe Rogan's podcast. I'm gonna make it happen. I have nothing else to say than Joe. Let me suck your bollocks.